Hey guys, Sean here at CES with Panasonic. I'm here with Bobby, one of the reps for Panasonic, and I'm here to discuss the GX1. Bobby, what can you tell us about this new GX1?
Well, you kind of hit the nail on the head, Sean, is that you can get a comparable image quality as a DSLR without having it to be so cumbersome.
Right.
You know, you see the goofiest guy at a party is sitting there with a whole bunch of zoom lenses attached to him, getting scoliosis from carrying all that stuff around.
I'm usually laughing at him.
Exactly, and I heard you do that yourself. So
I've had the mistake. Yeah, exactly. I've made that mistake already.
Yeah. So what this whole system, which is a compact system camera, allows you to do is be a little bit more portable and be more compact. You can carry a wide array of lenses with you in addition to the camera body without necessarily breaking your back doing so. And you said it's comparable image quality, and it actually is the case. Depending on your output resolution, you won't be able to really notice a difference between a DSLR and what you're going to achieve with something like this.
Right. It's the user. The end user is going to determine the outcome of those images.
Yeah.
What are the key features of this GX1?
Well, I would say the major selling point on this is its portability, of course.
Right.
But besides that is, you said our autofocus speed. Very fast autofocus speed. Commonly, DSLRs are associated with the kind of the de facto standard for speed, whereas with this, we're operating at 1/10 of a second autofocus.
Right.
And depending on the resolution, we can shoot up to 20 frames per second in a lower resolution. At full res, about 4 frames per second. So that's just as fast as anyone else's is.
So in the past, what I've hated for myself as a point shoots is that buffer time between me taking that picture and reviewing the image, and not only that, but just getting that camera to focus fast enough so that I can, take the next picture. So.
Yeah, so the fact that we're using a contrast autofocus system as opposed to a phase detection autofocus system allows us to achieve a very fast focus, not only in between shots, but while you're taking a shot and in between sequential shots. There's some other manufacturers here boasting faster autofocus, but what you want to know is, are they actually focusing during that time when they're taking those shots? Right. We have continuous autofocus while in our burst mode that allows you to get a crisp image for each individual image rather than just every other one.
Right. Now, does that also work with live view mode? Can you touch? I know Olympus's cameras that you can touch the screen. So does this allow you to do the same thing?
Yeah, and live view is huge. That's one of the big differences between DSLRs and our models is that we can have live view for a whole bunch of different scenarios. So let's say you're trying to frame a light trail, and you don't want to have to take a whole bunch of shots to see what shutter speed you should be at.
Right.
Well, using live view, you can actually use a shutter speed effect preview, set it to a 10-second shutter, sit it on a tripod, and look what your light trails are going to look like before you even take the shot.
Wow, that's impressive.
That is impressive.
Now, does this also work? Does that feature come with the other cameras as well, or is this exclusive to the GX1?
No, it's universal with all of our G series models. The GX1 is really impressive in its styling, and some of our new X series lenses that are going to be bundled with it. In addition to its low light performance, is just is at a whole nother bar.
So these lenses are detachable, along with a lot of the other lenses, cameras that you have as well, right?
Yeah, our entire G series lineup is interchangeable. We have over a dozen lenses currently in our system. In addition, all the Olympus pen lenses work with ours as well without any adapter. But the coolest thing is, let's say you have an old Canon or Nikon, and you have a whole bunch of glass already, you'll be able to use all of those lenses with a micro 4/3 adapter.
Oh, that's excellent.
That's great.
Now, what is the megapixel on this camera?
It's a 16 megapixel camera. Yeah.
16 megapixels.
16. 1/6.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's 2 megapixels short of my 7D.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so it's completely adequate for what you're going to need it for, and we've produced very large prints with this, and you're still able to resolve a very tack-sharp image.
Sure.
So. Yeah, the funny thing is that we intended this product to appeal to that Segway customer that's looking at a point and shoot and is interested in perhaps a DSLR but doesn't want the size.
Right.
But really, our customer has been professional DSLR shooters that don't want to carry around their cameras anymore.
That would be me. Yeah, I'm totally your market, because Now, is this video capability as well? What kind of video can we get out of that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can record 1080 video at 30 frames per second.
Okay.
And one of the unique things about our video system is that it's completely silent. So on yours, you're probably going to have to edit out some of the autofocusing noise. With our motors, you don't have to worry about that. We even have lenses in our assortment that the aperture blades are even silent. So while you're manually adjusting aperture, you won't hear those blades opening and closing. But our video system is very good and also has continuous autofocus, which is great. It's very intuitive. Go ahead, no problem. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay.
everybody's sorry. Anyway, continuous autofocusing.
Yeah, so that's video is actually where these excel.
So basically, you're set up for both the photographer and even videographer. Well, awesome. Hey, Bobby, thank you so much for spending time going over this camera with me. Guys, check it out. I'll leave links in the description bar below. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Take care.